Welcome to 5 Minutes of Momentum. These episodes are a short 5-minute burst of inspiration, motivation, and massive action. If you need that little kick up the butt to get things moving and to inspire you to take massive action, then every single Thursday I'll be sending you through a 5-minute episode to download, digest, and implement to finish your week off strong. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. Welcome back to 5 Minutes of Momentum. Today I want to talk to you, and thank you so much for hitting download. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you love my 5 Minutes of Momentum episodes because I really enjoy creating them because you can actually go quite deep on one specific topic, and so hopefully it gives you the inspiration and motivation or just a beautiful insight or mindset shift that you need today. So today I want to talk to you about creating a fulfilling life without thinking or feeling like you're missing out. Sometimes we go about life and get to a point where we actually feel quite unfulfilled. We don't necessarily identify it as feeling unfulfilled, right? So what can often happen is that we become resentful towards other people. We might look at other people and see what they have or what they're experiencing and become quite jealous. Or there might be other times when you're super down yourself for not being where you want to be. And so when it comes to fulfillment, it's really important for you to first determine what it is that you want and what's important to you, because often when we get caught up in the fear of missing out, there's all these things that we kind of think we might be missing out on. But when you are feeling fully fulfilled, you don't look at other people with things and experiences that they have and feel like you're missing out, right? Because you are truly fulfilling your own needs. So you might have a need for or a value of fun, right? And you might be in a point right now where you're not really having a lot of fun. And so when you see other people have fun, you feel frustrated or annoyed or jealous, right? Or maybe you really value freedom, or maybe you really value connection and you're not really getting any of those at the moment. Of course, you're going to be activated and triggered by seeing other people have those things. And so I want you to identify that, hey, this hasn't actually got anything to do with them. It's actually got to do with my needs for feeling unfulfilled. And so what we want to do is actually take the time to uncover, what do I really want? What's really important to me? What are my values? And what's missing in my life, right? So we want to take the time to actually acknowledge, like, what am I working for? Because if you're feeling super unfulfilled, there might be something that's really missing that you need to take the time to actually acknowledge and spend time on in order for you to feel fulfilled. So this can also happen in our business journey where we get to a certain stage where maybe we've gone down a different path, or we maybe listened to advice that wasn't the right fit for us, or maybe maybe things got out of control and the business went really successfully in one direction and you were like, I don't know how to stop it from continuing, or it's too late for me to pivot or anything like that, right? We kind of feel like we get locked in. Whereas I want you to know that you're never locked in, right? You get to change your mind. You get to do what you want to do with your business. Now, it may need to happen over a transition, and that's okay. It might need a period of time in order to make those changes, but I want you to know they're 100% so important and 100% doable. You have to feel fulfilled in your life. It is your life, right? So I want you to acknowledge, like, what is it within you when you are in that state of like feeling like you're missing out? What is it that you feel like you're missing out on? And then I want you to identify what is the value that you're missing out on. So what is it? Is it fun? Is it freedom? Is it connection? Is it love? Is it growth? Like, there will be something underlying that feeling that you're like, I feel like I'm not getting that. And so then you want to identify, okay, so why is that happening in your life? Why don't you have that? And how can you spend some dedicated time on learning to actually receive that, learning to get that? Because if you don't, then you will continuously feel unfulfilled. Okay. And so when you start to fill up your cup like that, that's when you stop feeling like you're missing out on anything, right? Because you're filling your cup from the inside out. And I want you to think about this too, because sometimes like we overwork because we're working towards something. And so sometimes we know that we're sacrificing something in order to get to where we want to go. And so at the end of the day, it actually comes back to choice. You want to come back to, what am I choosing? Because you might see other people having that fun, but at the moment you're like, no, I'm being super disciplined and I really just want to get to where I'm going. And that's what I'm choosing. So then you no longer feel like you're missing out because you're like, actually, I know this is going to serve me in the long run, right? So like maybe you're having a month off alcohol and you see other people drinking and then it feels like you're missing out. You want to ask yourself, what do you feel like you're missing out on? Are you missing out on the taste? Are you missing out on the fun, the conversation? Are you missing out on the connection that you normally get when you drink? Like, starting to actually uncover that underlying need, you can learn to actually go get that without needing the drink, right? And so it's the same thing. Like, if you're working your guts out in business and you're feeling like you're unfulfilled, we want to uncover, what do you feel like is missing, and go make that happen. It all comes back to your values. Your values drive everything. And sometimes we disregard our values because we feel like we have to be doing it a certain way. You do not have to be doing it a certain way. You want to take the time to actually go, what's really important to me? How do I fulfill that need for myself? and then go out and do it, your cup will be so full that other people will be looking at you going, what does she have that I don't? And then you'll be like, don't even need to worry about that anymore.